guys, it has been way too long. Way too long. How's everybody doing out there? My own phone is calling me right now. I'm not quite sure exactly what's happening, but my own phone just called me. So interesting. I'm not quite sure exactly what my phone wants to say to me, but a little bit shocking. So how's everybody doing out there? Man, slow Star Citizen week. I don't know what's on its way inside Star Citizen, but I have planned a poll for tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, we're going to be going over things. A giveaway. We're going to be giving away a Cutlass Red for our Patreon members and our people who push join for our YouTube membership, and a podcast with my friend the Eradicator for those of you that are signed up as $5 patrons or above. That is exciting. I just talked to him this morning. Erad and I talked we wanted to talk a lot longer, but both of us had to get our day busy, and he lives in Taiwan and I had a busy day. So, but we talked for a little over an hour. So I'm editing that for this weekend as well. So lots of really cool stuff. Like, I'm actually really excited. For as slow as this week is, I've got a lot of really cool things planned for you guys. And everybody, thank you for showing up here for the show today. 23 of you guys. Push that like button, break the algorithm, get us going. Momentum is real. We're killing it on YouTube. I absolutely love it. And it's kind of an off time right now. Like, it's dinner time in the eastern side of the states. It's it's getting a little late across the pond. It's a little after lunch out in Cali on the West Coast. And I just want you to know that we are doing pretty good on the Inside Star Citizen review. Last week, we had a really good show. Let's get ready. Let's start the Inside Star Citizen review, and we'll talk more. Let's get professional. Woo! Hey everyone, welcome to the Inside Star Citizen review. We're killing it here on YouTube. We're doing great. I'm happy to say that we got a really nice crew here today. Fam is in the chat. You guys can check it out shortly after I release this in video form. And for the first 3 Inside Star Citizens, we were very kind of like blah, like we were disappointed in the content. You know, Erad and I had a talk this morning. I'm gonna be posting that podcast on Patreon and to my YouTube membership coming up here this weekend. It was an awesome talk. And we did talk about like the quality that we've been seeing in the terms of like the content coming from Cloud Imperium. It was disturbing. But last week's Inside Star Citizen, I think, was the best format I've seen in a long time, which is tell us what the problem is, state it clearly and succinctly, like here's a problem. Start the show out that way. Just tell us the truth. Rip the Band-Aid off. We can handle it. We're adults. Tell us what the problem is, number one. Great. They did that on the last episode. They talked about flight mechanics. First thing. 2, tell us how you're going to solve the problem. How are you going to attack the problem? Great. They put together Team Force 4 with Mother Goose leading the. We look at last week's show. It's great. We made handles for everybody in the flight experience team, or vehicle experience team is what they're calling it. So they gave us a breakdown on the biographies and they told us the people that were on the team. Great. That's how they're attacking the problem for flight experience. One of the game mechanics we need to function. We need the basic functioning game design elements to be exciting. Flight mechanics, AI, these basic game development mechanics we need installed now. So great. They told us the problem. They told us how they're attacking it. And then they gave us a little icing on the top, showing us the new graphics on the re-entry. Woo, nice. Way to go. This is the format. I like it. Hopefully they do it here. We got an 11-minute show. 11 to 15 minutes is a sweet spot, not too short. Could be a little bit longer. Erad and I were talking this morning about how, like, you remember those old days of around the verse or across the verse, where they went 45 minutes long. You know, that was like meat and potatoes. Let's not get started about Wingman's Hangar and then, you know, Bug Smashers and all these other great shows. But, you know, we want more quality, not quantity. We also talked about Pillar Talk. Like the last Pillar Talk, we were like, oh, are you kidding me? That Pillar Talk was like from last year. And they reiterated the same things. But the last Inside Star Citizen was good. So I'm pumped up. I'm hoping that this one is. I have not seen it. You will get my reactions. And I'm really, really excited to watch the show with you guys. Let me get this going here. 1 second. Sorry about that. That's so unprofessional. And let's watch the show together, guys. All right.
It was songwriter Bart Howard who once wrote, "Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars." In part one of our series following the development of MicroTech's 3 moons this quarter, we discussed the concept phase and how the Planet Content team had a tremendous task ahead of them to take 3 moons from concept to completion in only a single quarter, a task that could only be made possible by recent advances in our Planet Tech and the last several years of efforts building up our asset and resource libraries. Now, with just 1 day to go before presenting their work to directors in the Go No Go meeting, we sat down for part 2 with Patrick and Pascal to find out where they are now, how the journey has been, and if it's really possible to achieve their goals in record time before having to hand their work over to VFX artists and system designers waiting in the wings to take the 3 moons, Calliope, Clio, and Euterpe, we asked, across the finish line and into Alpha 3.9.
All right.
When we began working on the Planetech, we had no idea that we would land where we are right now.
So the process was a little different this time in comparison to the entire planet rework that we have done just before CitizenCon. These 3 moons now are just made with the V4 with no attachment to any.
I am loving the V4. I do dig the atmospheric effects. I'm digging the weather that we're seeing on these different planets and moons. I'm having a really good time. It's adding that value-added gameplay, the VAG, as we say. So it's interesting, and it's nice to see like the texturing that they put on these moons. They look real nice. They look really nice.
Previous visuals that we had to accomplish. We simply could make use of the entire library that we have to our disposal.
Oh, that looks so like.
Take the.
Ooh, man, that looks like there's going to be some type of weird ass planetary space dragon coming out of the ground right there, man. I cannot wait for the introduction of like the animals on every planet and moon. That will be fantastic once we get like a wildlife on these moons and planets that can support it. This is eerie, man.
The rocks from the caves, create snow or ice materials for them, and arrange them in a different manner, and then give them an entirely different look.
Creating new assets for these moons. You have to see what's there, what can I do, what can I make with it, how can I reuse it, how can I make it, how can I use 2 old things and make 1 new thing out of it, basically.
One of the major reasons why...
That looks like something out of Aliens right there, man. That's getting me pumped up. Like, I cannot wait till we get species on the planets that can support them. Just weird alien species, man. That is so Aliens right there.
We went for V4 is to increase quality. We don't want to make moons faster but reduce quality. We actually want to raise both of them. If I think back to how long Lyria took us, it was 2 people for 1 month straight. But Pascal, for example, in not even a month is taking on 2 moons. I'm taking on 1 moon. So it is definitely a lot faster.
That's good news. I really think there's a lot of work being done behind the scenes to get these moons and planets, these systems done. Some people will debate that. We had leaked Terra 2-3 years ago, where they're designing Terra, and we leaked that on the channel. So I know that there is actually work being done, especially on Squadron 42 systems. You know, areas where the story is focused on systems in Squadron 42. I can guarantee you those systems are being worked on and close to being done. So that's actually happening behind the scenes. But we also have to say, hey, and this is something the Eradicator and I talked about this morning. We talked about, you know, the horizon, looking at Pyro. Like, how much of us, how many of us do think the Pyro is going to be in for 2020? It's a big question. It's really important, because we were shown it at CitizenCon. So, you know, are we going to get it this year? I hope so. I really hope so.
I think for me personally, when I start working on a new planet, it's always helpful to start with what is the vibe that you get on this planet.
The cool thing about these moons is the fact that we get like this very high level mood shot, so to say, like a concept that gives us a rough direction what this moon is supposed to look like. You have like really just 3 shots, and that's basically all we have. So all of these moons have to kind of fit into that frozen snow ice theme that MicroTech brings with it by default. So the first thing that you will notice when actually looking at every single moon individually is, of course, the slightly different color schemes, but I would say the most important feature that is really different.
Wow, check that out, guys. Look at that. Throw a like up for that. That looks pretty nice right there. Oh, man. I'm digging that. I'm digging the looks of that.
Is the distribution and type of ocean we have on every single one of those. So one of them has no ocean at all. The second one has an ocean that is completely frozen though. Wow. And the third one has an actually fluid ocean.
Wow.
So that was one of the ways we could distinguish all of them.
Oh, that's exciting. That's looking real good. They're doing good work on that. Vitals in chat saying, DG drinking water and not coffee? WTF, is this sacrilege? No, Vitals. What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. No, I'm just cleaning myself out. I've lost 15 pounds. I'm getting healthy. I was sick last week. I'm getting back in shape, man. Feels real good, man. The channel's killing it. Motivation, momentum's here. We're moving. It's making me excited. I'm kicking butt right now on the channel, so I'm kicking butt in real life. It's feeling good, guys. It's feeling real good. These moons look amazing,
but still fit into that entire theme.
Amazing.
In the end, we really have a very large emotional attachment to these moons because they are, in fact, 90% our work. And
just the cloud cover right there and the humidity, man. Real, like, moist. It's moist.
Our input and our ideas. So we have the go, no-go meeting tomorrow. And I personally believe that the moons are in a very good state. Most of the content is already there. So we have also already given them out to other departments to apply content on top.
The feels of MicroTech, man. The feels of MicroTech, they really knocked it out of the park with MicroTech. One of my favorite planets in Stan's system is MicroTech. Like, I really think the more they do this, the better they get this down as far as look, feel, and design. Like, MicroTech, now the moons are looking real good, man. I think MicroTech's the diamond of Stan's system, really. Like, they really have done a fantastic job on MicroTech. I can't wait for new Babbage to hit. Once new Babbage hits, I look forward to putting that on the channel for you guys, giving you an inside look on that. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
So design is already working on them. VFX started touching them. So yeah, I from my point of view, I don't see a reason why there should be a no-go.
What if it doesn't?
Yeah.
I'll be
Then I am the liar of the year. It's only February. That's not good.
No option. It has to go in.
There's got to be a lot of pressure on these guys, man. It cannot be easy to be transparent like this and show everything that they're showing and then have like the audience bash them all the time, man. It's like sometimes I just want to like take it real light and just be like, you know what? They're trying their best. You know, these guys come in, they're designing the moons, they're trying the best they can, man. Sometimes you just gotta like take it light. You gotta take a breath and be like, dudes, this is a game. We want this game, but sometimes, you know, I'm guilty of it myself. I am very critical. Like we were talking about that this morning, the Eradicator and I. And, you know, I love lately, we kind of almost did like this role reversal, the Eradicator and I. Like I've been listening to Eradicator's content. He's just like out there and vicious and pounding the street and being like, hey, what's going on? And you know, that didn't really hit this year until the bobblehead incident. And when the bobbleheads hit, man, I just went like postal. And but like and then I've been listening to the Eradicator's content and I'm like, yeah, man, you're right, we need better quality content. But the last Inside Star Citizen knocked it out of the park. The last Inside Star says knocked out of the park. This one, I'm not quite sure yet. Like they're starting out with the eye candy and stuff again. You know, these are pre-recorded, and maybe they need to look about how they're going to, you know, release these to the public.
It has to go in, right? There's no such thing as a no-go. It has to happen. We will make it happen. Don't worry about it. We will make it happen.
The next day, the 3 moons were gone.
Coming to owners in the upcoming Alpha 382 is the arrival of a ship that's captured the imaginations of star citizens everywhere since it was first introduced. When adventure calls, Anvil answers, and since it's my favorite ship in the game, it's time to give you all one final tour before it makes its way into your hands. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a ship-shaped look at some of the most notable places within the vessel in a segment we're calling Room by Room, the Anvil Carrack. Starting on...
Is this done? Guys, is this done? Don't spoil it for me. Never mind. Don't spoil it for me.
We enter the ship through the...
I had some inside info from one of the Cloud Imperium guys. He was telling me that it's done, but I don't know if it's done or not. I'm waiting to hear.
Where all Anvil owners can store their ground-based vehicles like the Ursa Rover. Now, a fun feature found here is the stopping ramp for those who tend to drive up the ramp a bit faster than perhaps they should. It remains to be seen if that'll stop me from destroying the ship from within, simply trying to
All right, Cal, thanks for that donation,
now,
bro.
From the garage, we find our docking car section that's designed for the future implementation of ship-to-ship docking.
Ooh, look at that!
Where it can hold EVA suits and an extendable trellis that will one day connect out with another ship and allow players to pass safely between the two.
Is this gonna be out, man? I'm gonna blow up, man, if this is gonna be out. I'm telling you right now, like I was talking to the Eradicator this morning for the podcast I'm gonna release for Patreons and YouTube membership. This weekend's gonna hit. And the Eradicator last week said something controversial. Like the Eradicator said, I don't care about the Carrick. I said, are you insane, dude? But the Eradicator's not into exploration kind of like I am. And I get where he's coming from. But me, I absolutely am looking forward to the Carrick. I cannot wait for this. I think everybody can. There's a large majority of people, including myself, that are looking forward to the ship. Is it going to be released?
Beyond that section, we find ourselves in the 3 detachable cargo pods.
Stop
each
it.
One capable of carrying an impressive volume of commodities.
Hey, Anarchy, welcome to the stream, bro.
Double airlock doors that separate each one. These will be important in the future when players can drop a pod off and continue on towards another location without one. Behind the pods, we arrive in the armory, a new room and a throwback to the Carrick's history as a military vessel.
Yeah.
Suit lockers, weapon racks, and all the...
This ship does it all, man. Like, I love it. It's an all-around vehicle for exploration. I love the little armory in here, man. I love these little armory ships. Yeah, Killian, professional, dude. Look at that. Check that alert out. Nice. It's getting good here. Look at good. Throwing down that cash. Thank you for that. Thank you, Killian. Thank you, Hacks. Thank you, Vitals. I see you in chat, bro. I'm just gonna hold on. Let's let it hit. Let's just let it feel real good right now. Let it just flow. Come on. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe it took a dump, Vitals. I don't know.
All the equipment you might need before disembarking onto potentially hazardous or hostile territories. Moving up a level, we find ourselves on the habitation deck, and a place I'll probably experience most, the med bay. And in the waiting room out here, we have some standard beds, office, and utility areas off to...
This means something now. This is great. We've been talking about survival-based mechanics. We want to lose casual kind of survival-based mechanics. We've been talking about it on the channel like crazy here, and now it actually means something. You know, the fact that you're going to need food, I think it's going to help out those that are industrial, that like the economy. It's going to be like social spaces. You're actually going to need the food. They've been taking the time to design this food so that it actually decays. This is going to be pretty in-depth gameplay when it comes to the food aspect of eating and drinking. I hope it's not so hardcore that I'm eating and that I have to eat and drink all the time. That's my only criticism on that issue. As far as me wanting basic survival mechanics in the game, yeah, I think it makes it a little bit more real. I just don't want it to the point where it's just, you know, obliterating my fun. You know what I mean?
To the side,
but these kitchens will mean more now.
That's a step up in
Look at this
from what
shit.
you'll find on the Cutlass Red. Also on the habitation deck, you can't be a big ship in the Star Citizen universe.
You can sit down, you can talk to other people in the game. Like these ships are like social types of ships with crew. You get player crews. This is why Quantum should be a little bit longer than normal, man. You know? You know, these ships encourage other people to play with one another. Oh, sounds a little kinky. But anyhow, there are bedrooms. No, but like these spaces right here, talk to each other, talk about what's going on, you know, share a little bit of news in the verse, this type of thing. You want to relax. You want to talk about your day with your friends. You know, chilling out, eating at the table, man. Social places, man. And having survival, loose-based survival, casual kind of mechanics, make it a reality. Hey, what's going on, Jared? Thank you for that. Welcome to the stream, bro.
First, without your mess hall. The rec room, where Anvil seems to have invented hard mode for billiards with a 6-sided table, and military-style crew quarters or billets, complete with all the amenities a person could need on extended voyages like bathrooms and showers and such. On our way to the bridge, we find the captain's quarters, full of many important books that make you seem learned to your crew, as well as a hideaway television so they don't actually see what you're really doing.
Okay, these little televisions right here need to broadcast actual in-game live events. We talked about the Mako, the Reliant Mako, which is the new ship. I want these ships to actually start broadcasting within the game and then sending it to these screens as if you're watching streams inside the verse. That's what I want. Is it crazy? Yes. Is it theory crafting? Yes. We're still theory crafting. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with doing that on the channel. Boom, Anarchy. Thank you so much, bro.
As well as a hideaway television so they don't actually see what you're really doing with your time. After that, we find ourselves where
ladies and gentlemen, we have officially passed 100 viewers here on the stream. We have hit a new record. We are killing it. Thank you so much, fam, for doing this. 102 current viewers right now. The most that Inside Star Citizen Review has ever seen. The most that the stream has ever seen. We have now hit it. Thank you, family, for breaking a record on today's stream. Thank you, guys. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing.
Happens on board the Carrack with our multi-level bridge that spans both the second and third floors.
Oh, that looks so good.
Now, down below, you'll find the pilot and co-pilot stations, as well as a variety of server blades that will one day assist players with the processing of data that you collect while exploring the cosmos. Up above on the technical deck, we have the comms and remote gunner stations, our star map, and an alternate pilot station, providing greater visibility at reduced instrumentation. Also, you gotta stand there the whole time, and I don't trust
that three-dimensional radar. I cannot wait till it actually works the way that it needs to. Three-dimensional, the radar, that's going to be freaking amazing. That will be fun.
Anyone with a standing desk as a rule of thumb. I'm very, very pro chairs. From the bridge, we move past a couple more escape pods into the repair room, where you'll be able to service and maintain your various ship components on the extended voyages a ship like the Carrick is intended for. And then the drone room, with its 2 drone operator seats and the release mechanism that will jettison them into space without venting the entire room. Also on the technical deck, we find our ship hangar, capable of launching the included Anvil Pisces or anything else you find will fit. And we're not going to take that discovery away from you. If you can get it in there and close the doors above it, have at it, fellow space person. Past the hangars, we find access to the Carrick's side turrets. Now, one of the things we discovered during our CitizenCon demo was how difficult it was to get on.
Okay, these orbital eyeball-looking turrets are fantastic on this ship. I saw this in the Jump Point released to me last January when they were showing pictures of the actual turrets on the Carrack. Look fantastic.
Onto your targets. So
look at that. Would you look at that? That's sexy right there. I don't know how the Eradicator cannot want this ship or even be interested. Like, I know why. And I talked about that. And we talk about that in length. I'll release that this weekend for those that are patrons or membership here.
Extended the distance the turrets extend out from the ship.
Look at that.
Improving the angles you can work with. At the rear of the ship, we find engineering, which, like the bridge at the fore, extends between the technical deck and the habitation below it. It's here you'll find many of the ship's components like shield generators, power plants, and the like.
Oh,
finally taking one.
Thanks, Killian. Thank you, dude. Did you guys see that? The engineering area? The engineering area looks real nice. That's an engineer's dream right down there. You talk about the little parts that need replaced inside ships. This is going to be wonderful.
Finally taking one of the Carrick's many lifts or ladders up to the very top brings us.
Sean Tracy gets an A+ for sport in the shades. Sean Tracy doing a DG right there. Good on you, Sean.
The cartography deck, which will, in the future, showcase the star system you're currently presiding in and allow an operator to plot courses and the like with a much more detailed map than you'd normally see on other ships. And for those that just need to stretch their legs, an EVA airlock that lets you escape out into space at the top of the ship, and I'm sure won't become a popular ingress target for wannabe raiders in the future.
This is insane.
And since we're outside at this point, let's go ahead and take one more look at the Carrick exterior while we're here.
Oh my goodness, this is nice. Oh man, I'm so jelly right now of Carrick owners. I'm so jelly right now. This looks so nice. They did such a good job on this ship. This has been years in the making right here. This is a nice looking ship.
Exterior while we're here. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the progression of the Carrick's exterior, I'd encourage you to check out both the CitizenCon Ship Talk panel as well as concept artist Sarah McCullough.
I mean, come on, guys. Look at that. That is really a beautifully well-designed ship. That is very, very nice. Very nice.
Appearance on Star Citizen Live to find out more. It's a good-looking ship.
Look at that. Would you look at that?
If I do say so myself, I'm really glad it's my favorite. So
I'm glad they didn't put those struts down the center. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't put the struts down the center.
What did we learn this week? Well, we learned that game development is exponential, and where it would once take an entire
we're having a Cutlass Red giveaway, by the way, thanks to J-Dubs.
Can now create most of
I'll announce that soon.
In a matter of weeks. And that the Anvil Carrack is love. The Anvil Carrack is life. The Anvil Carrack is coming in Alpha 382, and if it isn't already by the time this airs, don't forget you can check it out on the PTU early when it arrives. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you next week.
Man, that got me all types of excited right there, guys. I blew a gasket. I think I blew a gasket on that. That's looking really good. They did the hell of a design on that ship. I love the interior. I love the exterior. I love those turrets. I love those orbital turrets, man. Those turrets are just baller. I'm digging ships that have like multi-purpose functions. You know, the Carrick being exploration primarily, but being able to do other tasks, other roles, I think makes it a more valuable ship. Some would argue because it's not like dedicated towards one task that perhaps it's not effective as a ship. I'm not quite sure. I would say to have a ship that can cover all those roles is the way to go. You know, for a person that wants to be involved in just about any task and is like a multi-role type person. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for making this a fun experience. I had a great time with you guys. We broke the record over 100. I think the peak was at 110. Thank you guys for the donations, helping out financially. That brings food to the table. My kids love you. Extra grilled cheese sandwiches. Thank you so much for all the help that you guys are showing. Don't forget, we are having a Cutlass Red giveaway. For those people that don't have the patience, we will be having that for our membership. We also are going to be having a podcast for our membership this weekend. It's looking real good. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared. Jared saying I'm the man. Thank you so much. You're the man. You're the man. Also, tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to do another stream like a DG in the morning because we haven't done one this week, and I'm feeling a lot better. Devin and I were sick real bad. And it was Devin's 16th birthday. I put a couple of those clips and those vlogs for our membership here as well. Guys, that was a pretty decent episode just because I got to see more of the Carrick. You know, the moons are looking really nice. And perhaps I'm going to do a little bit more commentary. I'll dig a little bit deeper, get us more details on what we saw today, release a little bit more videos. Tomorrow, we're going to do a poll over things we had discussed in terms of how many of you out there. In fact, I'll even go over it slightly right now. Over 558 votes. You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it right now. 558 votes. About survival-based mechanics that we were theory crafting in 2014 to 2015. Everybody said we were crazy, and boom, here they are. Also, dynamic weather. We were the first to mention that theory crafted. Boom, that gets in the game. This community is awesome. I love you guys, everything that you do. And we'll go over that poll tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Join the Discord, join the family. Great open-minded people here, all different types of opinions. And we do more than just Star Citizen as well. I like to focus on Star Citizen, though. All right, guys. I will see you on the next stream. Thanks for joining me here today. It was great to see everybody in the chat, fam. You guys are great. Make sure you smash the like button. For those of you that are still here, please help the show. Smash the like button. Break this algorithm. Show these guys what's up. Thank you, Ted. Thank you. That keeps us going. That keeps us moving forward. We broke a record today. Thanks, guys. Couldn't do it without you. Family strong. You guys are the best. See you on the next Vitter stream.